Ah, another day, another co-idiot. And it's not the man in this video who's on the screen now, but the woman filming. She doesn't want to wear a face mask as she enters Australian DIY store Bunnings. We don't have a Bunnings in the UK, but we have B&Q, which looks exactly the same. And this is a very similar situation to a woman called Lara Crabb in the UK who moaned on Friday that she was going to enter any shop she wanted and didn't want to wear a face mask and didn't want to even justify why she had to. So let's get into it, and this woman has been dubbed the Bunnings Karen, which I still don't know why that's used for women who are belligerent like this, but let's go into the video.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon? It's alright, I'm just asking if you've got a mask. Well, it's clear I don't.
I'll just pause it there for a second. I think just because it's not very clear, especially the way she's filmed it. You know, the way people do, they film videos vertically with a mobile phone when they can just turn it round and do it horizontally, the way humans see with their eyes, basically. But I think just to the right of this woman, or rather to the left, but just to the right of where we are, there's clearly a box full of masks because it's the same colour as the one she's wearing, and presumably they're giving away free masks to wear in store. That's what I don't know whether they're doing that at all stores in the UK. I know certain stores like Sainsbury's and Asda are not forcing you to wear a mask; they're not policing it. Whereas they just don't want the arguments. Whereas Morrison's will give you a free mask when you go in. So anyway, let's go into it because even if they did offer a free mask, she's not going to take it anyway.
And you are not authorised to ask me or question me about it.
Would you like to speak to the manager?
Sure.
Manager.
We need a medical certificate if you guys aren't wearing a mask.
I actually don't need a medical certificate if you refer to the
stop
DH.
filming me?
No, I'm allowed to do this. And you're discriminating against me.
We're all just trying.
No, again, I'm just going to pause it there a second. In the UK, there's no legal requirement to provide any documentation that you don't need to wear a face mask. I know they are printing. You can print off something that you can sort of wear as a badge that says I have a medical exemption or something like that. But then people really shouldn't question you. But it's not a legal requirement. And certainly in situations where someone asks you to stop filming them, you should stop filming them. You don't really have a right to do that.
To all be in this together.
Need a medical certificate if you refer to the DH. No, I'm allowed to do this. And you're discriminating against me.
We're all just trying to all be in this together. We all have
All
to
in
wear a
what
mask.
together? I actually don't. And you're not authorised by the Australian government to even question me about it.
It's a condition of entry of our store as
Then that's discrimination, and I can have you sued personally for discriminating against me as a woman.
We're not discriminating against anyone.
You
it's
are.
A condition of entry to all Bunnings stores.
It's not. It's an unlawful condition of entry.
Yep.
Therefore, that exposes you personally and Bunnings to being sued for discrimination because it is in breach of the 1948 Charter of Human Rights to discriminate against men and women.
We're not trying to discriminate. Could you please stop filming?
No, I'm not going to stop filming because this is my evidence against you and Bunnings for discriminating against me as a woman.
We're not trying to discriminate against anyone.
You totally are. If you take out your phone and look up the Department of Human Services and have a look at the conditions of wearing a mask, I don't even have to have this conversation with you because you're not authorised by the Australian government to even question me.
As I said, it's just a condition of entry to all
I don't care. It doesn't apply to me.
It applies to every single
It does not. It does not because that's a breach of the Charter of Human Rights.
It's a condition
You
of entry to all
cannot
Bunnings
do
stores.
that.
I'm not going to keep
You
repeating myself.
cannot
Please stop filming.
do that. I'm not going to stop filming you. It is unlawful and it is discriminatory and it is illegal, and I'm going to continue going in here and getting what I need because it is unlawful for you to do that.
No worries, if that's what you feel as though you have to do. As I said, it's a condition of entry, so we'll be having this conversation every time you walk into here.
Oh, and I'm fine with that, and I'll be recording it every time.
Please stop recording me now.
I'm not going to stop recording you.
No worries.
It is my right as a living woman to do whatever I want, and the Australian Federal Court, Supreme Court, has actually said that even the police have no right to ask for anybody to stop recording in a public place. This is a public place. that means I can record anything and everything that I want to, despite your request for me not to.
I mean, that line says it all. It is my right as a living woman to do whatever I want. I mean, this is going to turn into a Family Guy sketch. There's a sketch from the 18th series which features Quagmire's dad, who's transitioned to a woman and is sat at a bar. I'm not going to explain it here because, you know, people get upset. But if you watch that episode, it's hilarious, and it just fits in here. Just basically saying I can do whatever I want for whatever reason. As for wearing a mask at this point, about 6 months after, you know, it all came across over to anywhere outside China, it is a complete waste of time. But this woman is clearly a belligerent idiot. Now, the staff could just get the police to come and fine her. In the UK, this would cost you a fine of anything up to £100, or alternatively, there's nothing to stop them from simply banning her from the store for non-compliance for wearing a mask. As for the man who keeps asking her to stop filming and she disagrees, he really should just call security to escort her from the premises. As for it being a public place, I would say a public place is somewhere like the park, but this is a place of business, with the premises owned or leased by Bunnings, so it's not a public place in my view. Let's see what else she has to say.
Because that's not lawful.
As I said,
It's that simple.
As I said, it's just a condition of entry to the store.
Or it's an unlawful condition of entry. Happy to have the chat every time.
Yep.
It's illegal and it's unlawful.
No worries.
You have a good day. Oh, I've told him. He's not listening.
Okay.
Will you just after that today?
No. We're going to go and have a wander. Thank you.
No worries at all. As I said, it's a condition of entry.
As I said, that's an illegal condition that cannot be enforced.
No worries.
Dan.
So, Bunnings Karen, this one is for you. If you enjoyed this, please like this video and share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the little bell to get all the notifications, and cue Genesis.